Yes.
You got it streaming on Skype now?
No, I've hooked it up to the stream here. Just a second. Just gotta hit the go live button, and then we're live. But I think we're already live on YouTube. What's up, YouTube?
Hey, YouTube!
Word. Okay, here where we go. Okay, go live. Sick. Okay, I think it's going. How's it going on YouTube? Oh, yeah, we're live on YouTube. Word. Okay, cool. Let's see if we are. Okay, we're live on Facebook. Sweet. I'll get the chat room open. All right, wicked. Just gonna go scroll down, get the chat room open. But yeah, what's up? It is Ill Communication Live, the first ever live Ill Communication. Oh my God, we're here with Mitch Brady. Mitch Brady, who just now hit #1 on Beatport. Congratulations, Mitch. Number one.
Thank you.
With the bullets, Mitch Brady. #1. I've been yelling, Mitch Brady, #1 all day. All day. Yeah, I'm really stoked, man. #1 on Beatport. How you feeling?
Dude, so good. Cloud9, for sure, dude. It's absolutely insane. The support has been phenomenal.
Yes!
Everybody has done amazing. No words. Honestly, it's just no words.
Dude, I am so stoked, man. I'm so stoked. So, Producer Dojo, 2 for 2 now. 2 releases, 2 #1s on Beatport. Yep. Stoked. Thanks for keeping our record perfect, Mitch.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. So, yeah, the record's out, man. I mean, like, tell me about it. Like,
it's just exciting. It's exciting. That's exactly what it is. I mean, it's the first official album or EP I've ever released, and it's successful. That's it.
Yes.
So, yeah. No.
So you celebrating? You got a glass of wine there?
We do. We have a couple glasses of wine.
Oh, you got a cat and a glass of wine. Yes. Hey, how's it going? It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, no, everybody is super stoked about it. We've been celebrating all night.
All week.
Yeah, all week, actually. I mean, ever since the release itself was a huge party, but the success is just another party in itself.
Yeah, man. We went back and forth on those masters so many times, too. So many little things.
I mean, just the littlest things. And like you said, the last 5% is the hardest and the most rewarding, I think. It was hard. It wasn't easy, but just the grind and doing it and completing it and getting it done just made the album. I mean, and it shows. Everybody, I have no negative feedback. Everybody has been nothing but love, and it really shows in the album.
Sweet. Did you show your mom?
Yes.
Is your mom stoked?
My mom, my dad, my brother, my 2 sisters all were the first to hop on board to get the album. They, they were just so excited. They wanted to hear every aspect of it and every little bit and piece of the whole process. Yeah, they absolutely loved it. It was amazing, and the support from that and all the fans I have around locally. And the radio here, 96.7 KISS FM, that did the blog post and the interview, and all the people that have asked for interviews, and it's just been insane.
Sick. So what do you think was like? When did you really feel like, oh shit, this is happening? Like, what was the turning point when you were like, okay, making a record now, here we go? Like, the EP started to.
I guess the making a record happened when we were doing the mix down and the feedback. Like, it's really happening. The grind is a real thing. But I think the biggest success and biggest achievement I felt was when I couldn't sleep all night last night.
Yes.
And just had constant visualizations of having 1 on every single Beatport chart. Like, I couldn't sleep. I was up at 7:30 this morning emailing and talking to people about the album. Like there's no sleep, and it was just like it's got to happen. I got to
Yeah,
get
you
number
got to
one.
do it, man. You got to do
and
it.
got to tell everybody about it, and it's hard work to do that as well, but it's paying off. I mean, we're there.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's the kind of EP that gets you a raise.
Yes, exactly. It was worth all the hair pulling and all of that. It's worth it. It's just 100% worth it. And I couldn't do any of this without you, without Producer Dojo, without the club, without all of the support.
Yeah, man, we're all behind you 100%, Mitch.
I know you are, and it's amazing, and I look forward to being behind anybody else that's releasing 110%.
I'm excited, man. I'm really excited, especially the mixtapes. So you got to curate a mixtape soon, man. Like, I can't wait till those start dropping. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. Me and Nintendo talked about maybe doing the mixtape beat for November this morning. We got some pretty cool stuff I think we're gonna do for it.
Sweet. Yeah, I extended the deadline actually on the last one because I want to make sure mixtape number 1 is like amazing. Perfect. So yeah, I extended the deadline because we gotta get Timmy and Dustin. It wouldn't be because I mean Zodiacs did one, Sean did one, you did one. We got a Moonsplatter one, but we got to get Timmy and Dustin. I want to do one too. I think so.
Yeah, dude. No, mixtapes are gonna be dope. I'm super stoked.
Sweet. So hey, tell us about your journey, like from I mean, like to all the guys in the dojo just starting out. Like tell us about do you have any words for the people who are at the earlier stages on the journey?
Absolutely, it's not impossible at all. It's so within your grasp you don't even know. It's like it's right there, and I mean. I just started producing music. It felt like yesterday. I just started producing music. It felt like yesterday that I just met you, and it was 2 years ago. But like the amount of knowledge I've obtained, the amount of success that I have had over the last 2 years is just incredible. And it's hard work. It's dedication, but it's also taking what you learn and utilizing it, which you've taught me everything from how to upload a project file all the way to how to finish EP, and the knowledge is there. It's all within the archives of the Producer Dojo, and the My Producer Club. It's all there, and you just take what you can learn and you can apply it to making music and make your own style, and you can be successful. It's really, it comes down to just applying what you're learning and making it work, doing it.
Word. So what was like, because I remember like in January you had a really, really big January. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your January, because I feel like that was like a big growth spurt.
It was an incredible growth spurt, and January was probably if not this, November is definitely my favorite month, but out of the rest of the year, January was my favorite month. And what I did was I utilized making timers. You told us about timers and you told us the concept, and what I did was I took and I made 5 or 6 different timers that applied to me in an hour. And I decided that I wanted to make a track, start to finish, every day. For the original goal was for the year, but once the EP got rolling, it was,
Yeah, sometimes you got to stop and fuck some ants.
Stop and focus. Yeah, I had to focus on the EP, but I made a song every single day for 32 days, and I won't name which songs on the album were timers, but I did 1 hour songs every day, made a song start to finish, 1 hour before work, had the deadline, like I had to go to work. I would finish these songs, I would upload them to my Dropbox, and then I would head to work, and by the time I got to work, I could listen to them on my laptop speakers.
So you're finishing songs on your way to work and then listening to them at work.
Exactly. And that, the first 10 songs, garbage. You know, it was exploration, learning. It was its thing. But after 10, 11, 12, 13, it like gold just started flowing in the morning. I would wake up with ideas.
Crazy. You turned into a bigger Pokemon in January.
Yes,
like it was insane.
Exactly. And then the songs just kept getting better and better and better, and you know, it's liberating. Like waking up and automatically having creativity flowing in your head because you've been doing it. It just the repetitive doing, making and finishing tracks every morning would just set me up for like success in the morning in an hour, you know, and then you know, finishing the tracks in a post setting where I had the ideas down and there was a definite structure to a song, made it so much easier to finish and complete a track post production, and it was just absolutely phenomenal.
Sweet, man, sweet. Dude, that shit, I'm so stoked. Yeah, we should go through that folder again because I only heard like half of those tracks. Have you been through the January folder? Because it's 32 songs in that folder. That's mental.
Yeah, no, it was, and it was funny. And even having the 32 songs, I have a friend here who's a videographer, and he's just like, yeah, hit me up when I sent him all 32 songs. Like I can use all of this stuff for whatever.
Sick.
You know, and. They were completed songs, front to back. They were a completed song, and you know, if they were good or not, he could take 30 seconds out of it and make an ad for, you know, Cracker Barrel or something, or whoever he was making an ad for. You know, they were all still usable pieces of music.
So how did you when you were compartmentalizing your thinking into like a executable set of steps to make the timers? What were the steps in your timers, and like what were the kinds of things that made it like so? Because you know, tracks take as long as you let them, right? And you can take the rest of your life on one track if you want, right? And so I mean, how do you know when it's done? How do you et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Like how were you able to take you know, the recipes that I taught you and make your own recipe? Like what were the steps in that recipe, and what was it that made it so you could know it was done when you were making these tracks in an hour? Like how could you get to done in an hour? What was your recipe?
Well, it was funny. You didn't really have a choice when you set the goal for an hour. You have an hour. You either make a track or you don't. But having like a template set up that's designed for your timers definitely helped. Having your nighttime sessions definitely helped.
Do you have your Seconds Pro so you can show us the timers?
I do.
Okay, because here, what we're talking about, for those of you guys who are curious, what we're talking about is making these recipes into like very, very specific timers on your phone where you have the steps, and it's like...
Copy super loop plus name sections. Delete extra stuff to make sections. Fix transitions.
Etc. And there's steps. So can you tell us your steps?
Exactly. Absolutely. So,
okay, cool.
And this is backwards because, you know...
No, I can see it forwards. It's only backwards for you.
Yeah. Perfect. So my first 5 minutes is all coming up with that chord progression.
Find chords for 5 minutes.
I know a lot of people start out with drums. I'm not one of those people. I find myself, I get caught in a drum loop. If I start drums, I just drum loop, drum loop, drum loop, drum loop. So I typically start with chords. And then I move on to like my sub and my atmosphere.
Here, hold it up a little bit. It's not going in the full camera. Yeah, okay, so add sub and atmosphere. Okay, cool.
Yep, sub and atmosphere. So the save came after about the first 3 days, having Ableton crash after I used so many MIDI clips that I'm just like, I'm going to add a save point in there.
Yeah,
so,
I got that's cool.
In there. I've done 4-bar leads, and I've actually extended it 16 leads.
So it's like,
so many times.
Sorry, say that again. You kind of broke up there for a second.
Yep. No. So then I add a 4-bar lead. I have been adding to this. This is my very first timer that I made all the stuff in January. But typically, I'm at a 16-bar lead.
So it'd be a 16-bar lead, not a 4-bar lead.
Yep. And you find after you do these timers over and over again, you know what's coming up, and you can complete something a little bit quicker and have just a little bit more time for something else. And then add to a certain amount on what you need. Sorry.
Okay, cool. So we got 16 bar lead.
And then I add effects and impact.
Yeah, here, hold it close, more in the middle again. Or here, further away, but more in the center. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Effects and impact. Okay, so 5 minutes of effects and impact.
I'm going to do that. All right, cool.
Yeah, there we go.
So effects and impacts, huge. They add movement to your tracks. You know what's happening, throughout. Then another save point. Forgive me, I can't read backwards.
Yeah, 8 bar kick and snare pattern for 5 minutes.
Yep. Just find a good kick, find a good snare, sequence a good beat. You do you 2 bar.
And you had your fill first. You had your fill before the kick and snare pattern. So your fill, was it a melodic fill or like a?
Yeah, it can either be a melodic fill or it can be a drum fill. Just at like the last 8 or last 4 of the bars, just kind of whatever.
That's cool that you would add that before the beat. That's interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I try to save the beats.
Yes.
For the end.
So in kick and snare pattern, you do the beats last.
I have my
Interesting. Okay, cool.
Then I do the hertz and
hats and perks. Yeah.
Yep. Get a good save in there.
And then where are we? Then there's the ear-catching polyrhythm. I think that's what it was.
Sorry, we're going here.
Yeah, the ear-catching polyrhythmic lead. So this is big. Nice.
Yep. You got to have that energy. Add that to your drops and all that stuff there. Let's see what do I got.
Baseline. Next is baseline.
Yep. Then you do like your common baseline to follow your lead, and then you articulate it a little bit more when you have your chords and all your other stuff there. A good save, and then the good old automate.
Arrange, automate, and then finish, save, and print. Cool, and those were the steps, and you were able to do that every morning and make a track before work for a whole month.
Yes.
Holy shit, it's amazing. That's so good.
The biggest thing was actually having like the deadline. Like, I'm lucky enough to only live about 35 seconds from work.
Yeah.
But being able to be like, okay, like I have to get this done before I go to work. Like even if like stuff's running just a tad bit late.
Yeah, you have to. You don't get any more time.
No, you don't. And it was like, and then your idea is complete. I'd head to work, and then I'd get on the Dropbox and download it to the computer at work and listen to it.
Sweet.
In full. Listen to the whole thing in full for the first time, and it was just like, wow. And
so you didn't even have time to listen to it before work. So the first listen was at work. That's amazing.
Yeah, like the arrangements, you just like you check your board off based off the template that has where certain things should start and end, and yeah, you checkerboard it out and you automate the beginning, middle, end, and once you get to work, you listen to it for the first time. And it's like either this is really good, or B, this is or or it's like scrap it and we'll do it again tomorrow. But what it does is it gets that creative flow going, and I would say like one of the most enjoyable parts of the year was being in a creative state every morning before going to work and getting put back into that analytical side of your brain, left side of the brain.
That's beautiful.
Or the right side of the brain. And it changed a lot and just progresses you just so fast. I absolutely love timers. Started doing timers again. I've been doing timers Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Nice.
Every day I get up before work and I bust out a timer because I want to. It's addicting. It's so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna do a bunch later this month too. I'm really excited. I'm gonna film them. It's gonna be fun.
Do it.
It's gonna be fun. Word. Okay. Cool. So you have a pretty good amount of SoundCloud followers. Some of the guys are kind of like struggling to get over that hump. Can you tell us a little bit about like how you built your SoundCloud following?
It's a lot of hustling. It's a lot of talking.
Oh shit! You're gapping out. Hang on. Say that again. Sorry, you broke up for a second.
Sorry. A lot of hustling. A lot of talking to people about music. It's most people have their, most producers that are on SoundCloud have their friends listed. I know I do. I have Lion Sound. I have all the other producers. There's the 808, and if I find somebody that I like, I go and I click on people that obviously they're promoting or they look up to, reach out to them, say, here's my music, listen to their music, and you just keep that cycle going, and it's you end up finding that it's just mad love from all people that are producing and releasing music. Everybody wants to listen and share music. So it's building friendships and just talking to people about music. That's as simple as it gets. You follow people and you release a good tune and they share with their friends, and it's all very, very close knit. It's incredible. That's what I found that works best for me.
Sweet. Word. Well, hey, Mitch, it's been great catching up, man. Where can people find out more about you and your music, and where can they what's the EP called? You should plug some stuff.
The EP is the Juju Jetpack Project. It's amazing. I highly recommend listening to it.
So do I. Number one, Mitch Brady. Number one.
Number one in electronica. We're at number 2 in house, and we're number 6
on.
Oh shit!
Number 2 in house.
Yeah, we're number 2 in house.
Oh wow, that's a big genre to be number 2 in. That's pretty cool. Shit.
Right.
So yeah, definitely get out there and buy the EP. Then you can be number 1 in house too. That would be massive.
Exactly. I wasn't expecting that. And then we're number 6 on new album releases.
Oh, that's dope.
Paul Van Dyke's ahead of us by 1.
Fucker.
Right? we're ahead of Green Velvet.
Oh, that's pretty good though. 2. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's no joke. All right, word. Well, so
any of the medias, Beatport.
So is Mitch Brady DJ pretty much everywhere?
Yeah, it's Mitch Brady DJ everywhere. Twitter, Snapchat, SoundCloud. I think it's just Mitch Brady. And then, excuse me, I'm drawing a blank. Facebook is DJ Mitch Brady. And Snapchat and Twitter are also DJ Mitch Brady as well. So,
all right, word. Cool. Well, hey, lots of love, man. It's been great catching up, and thanks so much for kicking ass and doing the dojo proud, man. We all love you. We're all behind you, and yeah, man, Mitch Brady, number 1. All right, love you, buddy. Peace.
Love you, dude.